Hi, I'm Beth with 50 Plus Beauty, and I'm so excited to show you this Flower brand makeup. It's what I did my face with today, and I absolutely love it. I've used several of the products on a daily basis for quite some time. I love their eyeliner, I love their lipstick, I use their blush quite a lot. So I just wanted to try a full face Flower brand to see how that turns out. So let me take off this makeup and I'll show you how it works. Okay, let's get down to this. I'm excited to experiment with this Flower brand. Now, I'm going to start with their foundation. They didn't name it any cute little color name, but it's the SF4, and you can see there the packaging. The Flower brand cosmetics are just packaged in a very cute way. I love their lipstick. I use it most every day, so I will show you that in a few minutes. I'm going to bring the foundation about 1/3 of the way down on the neck. It's always good to do that. Now, I'm going to be using this Artiste Dupe brush, which I got from the BoxyCharm. And I really like this brush. It has about 1,000 little tiny bristles on it. It really smooths out the foundation beautifully and does not leave brush marks because there's so many little fibers on this brush. It's really unbelievable. Plus, it is a pleasure to use because it is so soft. I wish you could feel it right now. It absolutely feels smooth over your face. It gives you a very beautiful finish. And I'm very surprised, but I probably will not go back to using a sponge because this brush is fabulous. The one problem with this brush is it feels so smooth on your skin that you can tend to think that you've got your foundation all blended, and you can end up with just a big splotch of foundation that you did not realize was not blended in. So you do have to be a little bit careful there. Okay, there that is. I would get one of these brushes, ladies, even if it's a $1 one from Amazon, just to experience it because it is really very nice. Okay, now the next step is concealer. And here is this Flower brand concealer. It has one of those very odd things in that it contains a little brush. And I am not that jazzed about the little brush. And you just roll it up here. And I just rolled it up a minute ago, so I have a bunch on there. So I'll just go in and just go under there like that. Maybe a little bit on the inner corner. I'm going to do a little bit here on my broken capillaries and here on my chin. And I've got a little pimple there. So then I'll just go in and kind of blend this with my fingers. I do like to blend concealer with fingers just because you're not using another brush and you don't get brush marks. And I just think it works pretty well. Then you do that under the nose. There we go. Let me check that, make sure it looks okay. The next thing we need to do, because we have oily foundation on our face and also the eyelid primer, is we need to go in with a little bit of powder. Lately I've been experimenting with just using a pressed powder to powder my face instead of going to the loose powders because the loose powders can be kind of messy. But this is the MAC Blot Powder. I didn't happen to have a Flower brand powder, so I'm just going to go in with this. Just dip my IT Cosmetics fluffy brush right in there. Then I just go over, kind of pat that powder into that foundation. And this is a great brush, this IT Cosmetics foundation brush. It is just awesome. I do end up with my brush favorites, I have to admit. Now it's time for eyeshadow, and this is one of the Flower palettes, and this is in EQ3. They didn't give it a cute little color name. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in using this e.l.f. shader brush, which I love this little brush, and I'm going to be using this pink color that they have right here, and I'm going to be placing it on the lid and also on the brow. Lift those brows there a little bit there. Now I'm also going to be using this light pink color in the inner nose area to lighten up that dark spot. The next thing I'm going to do is go in on that transition, and I'm going to be using this little brown color. I'm going to be using this Glam & Beauty brush, which is a little pencil brush. I got this in a brush kit from Walmart. Since I'm a little bit worried about this fallout, I'm going to be using this little e.l.f. shield just to keep the fallout from coming down. I know it looks a little strange. Always tamp off your brush, ladies. And then I'm going to be darkening up that crease and giving a little bit of a 7 effect there in the outer corner. Do the other side. And you just do about the outer third of the eye is all, in that little triangle area. Okay, there we are at that point. And as you can tell, it needs a little bit of blending. And I'm going to be using this Sigma E35 tapered blending brush. I have a big Sigma kit and I absolutely love my Sigma brushes. I'll blend this side out and allow your shadow to kind of blend in an upward direction. That's how the eyeshadow looks so far. The next thing I'm going to do is go in with a little eyeliner, and this is the Flower brand eyeliner, and it is in Sapphire. It is a navy eyeliner, and I really like navy eyeliners. First, I'm going to waterline the top with a little bit of this. And blue eyeliner makes your blue eyes pop, and it also thickens up your lash line. The blue also whitens the whites of your eyes, which is nice. There's the look of the blue on the top as a waterline. Now I'm going to go under the lower lashes with the blue. Give it There's the blue, and I'm going to smudge it out just a little bit. And so I'm just going to use this little sponge brush. This is a very inexpensive brush. In fact, it's a no-name brush. Pull the wings out on the side just a little bit. Give it a little fake wing there. I don't have a Flower brand mascara, so I'm just going to go ahead and apply mascara off camera. Okay, the eyes are done. Those are the eyes. Now let's go into a little bit of blush, and I actually use this blush quite a lot. This is the Flower Pots Powder Blush in color Wild Rose, and I really like this one. In fact, I had lost it. I stopped using it a few weeks ago. I don't know, I just got into something else. Oh, whoa, it's pretty intense. I use this fairly regularly for 2 or 3 weeks, and this is the reason I stopped using it actually. I think it goes on a little intensely. The next thing we're going to do is lips, and I absolutely love this lipstick. This is the Flower brand lipstick, and how cute is that? Absolutely darling. And it is in the color Tender Tuberose. But before I do that, I'm going to go in with some lip liner, and I did not get a Flower lip liner, so I'm using my trusty favorite, which is the Rimmel Lasting Finish lip liner in Rose Quartz. Really like this one. It's a really good natural lip color. I go a little bit out of my natural lip line. And I fill in the whole lip. Okay, let's go in with this Flower brand, and this is the lipstick that I love. This is the Flower brand Luxury Lip Color in the color Tender Tuberose. I wear this actually quite a lot. Maybe smooth out the top of that lip line. Got a little dramatic there on the top of my lip line. Now, let's go back in just with some MAC powder, and again, we're using the MAC blot powder. And I'm just going to go in and do a little dusting of powder over there. I mostly just wanted you to see the color products, to see what you thought of them. Go down a little bit on the neck to powder that foundation. Now that is the look, and I really, really like that. If you want to give it a little bit more of a dewy look, you can go in with some e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set, and I'll show you how that looks. I really kind of like it. It gives you a little bit of a youthful glow. I'll do this. I just do one spray. Well, that is that look of the Flower brand cosmetics. I really, really like these cosmetics. And you know, I'm really liking that foundation. I would definitely wear that again. I may do that as a foundation test and see how well it wears and give you a report on that, because I think I do like that foundation color. It's very natural, but yet it's kind of glowy. I think it's pretty awesome. Okay, if you're not a subscriber, I hope you go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and there's a bell right there you can hit, and that will give you notification of my future videos so you won't miss anything. I always like to do one last little thought for the day. So what I'm going to do is I've been using these cards, The Language of Letting Go, and they're written by Melody Beatty, who I think is a social worker. And a friend of mine gave me this, and I'll put her channel link below. She's amazing, and she has a channel for people that are suffering from liver disease. She's a very, very dear person. If you know anybody who's sick, that would be a very good channel for them. Okay, so I'm going to just shuffle these cards up and ask the universe what card we need to hear today, ladies. And I promise you, I will not reshoot this. Even if the card seems weird, we're going to go with it. Okay, this is the card I think we should choose. Ooh, this is a good one. Trusting in God. Trusting in God. There's that card. So just use this with your faith. Trust in God. Today I will, it says, and I'll read it to you. Today I will know that all my wants will be met. I will give my needs to the universe and trust that God will take care of the desires of my heart. I will have faith that I truly deserve to have my wants and needs met. I love that. Trusting is so important because really when you look back on the first half, think, ladies, to how many times you worried about things. I mean, how many hundreds of hours I wasted on worry, and mostly those things never happened. If I had just trusted in God and the universe to take care of me, I would have been just fine, and I was just fine. So in the second half, I think that's really important for us to really develop a feeling of trust and to know that our needs and many of our wants will be taken care of. And that is a wonderful feeling, something we learned from the first half, that all that worry maybe didn't do us that much good. And in the second half, let's throw our worries up in the air, cast our cares, and trust. I think that was a wonderful message for today. Just trust that God and/or the universe will take care of our needs. Take care.